Good morning. I'm excited to be here today because I am in desperate need of this. So, we've got a quick flow. Sorry, it's not. I'd like to make it a longer flow today, but I think the natives would get restless if I spent too much time. So, getting right into it, we're just going to do a vinyasa flow today, just mixing up a bunch of different poses. We're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So, coming onto our back, soles of the feet together, just like always, one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, or both hands on your belly. We're going to start with those 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So exhale everything and inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Now, keeping your mouth closed, we're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. As you take these breaths, starting to breathe for your body, try and start to make the exhales just a little bit longer than your inhales. Keeping control over the breath. Also paying attention to your body, trying to listen and hear what your strengths are, your challenges are today, so that you can adjust this practice, taking the variations and the modifications that are right for you today. Because every day is different, and you know how to make this practice the best and safest practice, and only you know how to make this the best and safest practice for you. When you're ready, take your hands to the outsides of your knees, pressing your knees together. Take your knees into your chest. Take a nice little tuck. You might want to roll side to side, starting to massage that spine. I almost can't start a practice without this. Take your hands behind your knees. Start to roll up and down the mat. Doesn't have to look like anything, doesn't have to be a certain number of rolls up and down the mat. It's a short practice, so we're going to roll up to the front of the mat, planting our feet, planting our hands, pressing our hips up to the sky, and stepping it back into our first downward facing dog. So we definitely don't have a lot of time to hold any poses today because we have only 30 minutes to squeeze it all in. So you're walking your dog out if that feels good. You're holding a still downward facing dog if you need that still dog. What I want you to remember is pressing through those fingers, through those hands, the inner elbows spin facing out. Go ahead and take it to your nice still downward facing dog. Pressing the hips up and back. Don't worry about the heels. They'll fall down, they'll come down as time passes. Inhaling, looking to the front of the mat, bend the knees, stretch the feet, take a nice stretch in the toes and in the feet, and then walk your feet up to your hands. We're going to take a quick ragdoll, so feet are hip width distance apart. Take 2 fists between your feet if you need to measure roughly what hip width distance is. Just fold over, nice deep bend in the knees. You can hold your elbows. You can let your arms hang, whatever feels better. You can take a swing side to side if that feels good. Making sure you continue to breathe. If you're taking a swing, go ahead and swing it back to center. Make sure your head is dangling. Release your arms. Keeping that bend in the knees, we're going to slowly roll our body up to standing. As you roll, really take the time to realign your spine. Getting those hips over the knees. Getting that spine long and tall. Go ahead and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Big toes come to touch, little gap in the ankle. Crown of the head extends long. The neck is lined up and the head is directly over those shoulders. Arms out to the side, Tadasana. Take a quick breath here to set your intention for today or just this practice. Doesn't matter, whatever comes first to your mind is probably what you're most in need for. And on your next inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms up. We're going into it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, your left arm up to the sky, taking a nice twist. Exhale, left arm releases. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky. We mixed it up. Awkward side was first. Exhale, release your right hand down. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Drop your knees to the ground. Lift your chin and tailbone, chest and tailbone. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in. Chin and chest hit the ground, shoulders down the back. Slide those thighs back. Inhale, up dog, inhale, cobra. Exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. Just one breath here. Inhaling for one. Exhale for one. On your inhale, press yourself up into tabletop position. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, press your hips up and back. We're in downward facing dog. One breath here. Hips are up and back. Exhale. Head hangs. Look to the front of the mat. Step your right foot between your hands. Now step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Use that core to lift you up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Exhale, step your right foot back this time. Remember, awkward side first. So inhale, right arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, release the left arm down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Same thing. Drop those knees. Lift the chest and tailbone. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in. Ashtanga Namaskara. Slide the thighs back. Inhale to cobra. Press the tops of the feet down to protect that spine. Shoulders are still down the back. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale for one. Exhale for one. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Come to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Looking to the front of the mat. Step the left foot this time between the hands. Right foot comes up to meet it. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine, shoulders down the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And we're going to take one normal sun salutation A. So exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step, float, or hop yourself back into a Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low plank. Exhale through. Inhale, smile through that collarbone, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I hope you've warmed up enough because we're getting right into it. So we're looking to the front of the mat, bend your knees, step, float, or hop yourself up. And we're going to inhale right away into chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a twist to the right, hooking that left elbow outside of that right knee. Knees stay in line with each other. Inhale to chair. Exhale to the left. Inhale to chair. Hips press back. Exhale, twist to the right. Now either keep your hands here, palms at heart center, shoulders down the back, taking a nice twist, or you can inhale, yawn your arms open. Take a look at your feet. Shift your weight. With these twisted arms, you can keep the twist, hands at heart center. You don't have to yawn your arms open. And continue to hold this. Slowly, we're going to drop our back left foot down. We're holding this twisted high lunge or twisted lunge. And on your inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms up, coming into a full high lunge. Now, we're coming into warrior one, which is just a very minor adjustment. We're grounding through that back left foot. We're re-squaring our hips if they turned. And we're here in warrior one. Right knee still bent over that right ankle. Back foot is at a slight angle. It's not parallel to the back of the mat like we would be in warrior two. Hips are square. Left hip draws forward. Right hip draws back. Go ahead and release your hands behind you. We're making a fist, pressing that fist down. Inhale, lift the chest. We're coming into humble warrior. Exhale, forward fold, bringing that right shoulder inside of that right knee, pressing the right knee in toward the shoulder. We're just here for a breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and release your hands either side of that right foot, spinning your back heel up so you're in a low lunge, lifting that chest a little bit, kind of like an upward facing dog chest. Plant the left hand down, open the right arm up on the inhale, taking a twist. Step your right foot on top of your left foot. We're in side plank. Holding here for one breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and sweep that right arm over that right ear. Exhale, release it down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, smile through that collarbone. Exhale, down dog. We're doing that whole thing one more time on the left side. So, look to the front of the mat. Bend the knees. Step ladder, hop yourself up between the hands. Keeping that those knees bent, those hips pressing back. Inhale, into chair. Exhale, take a twist to the left this time. Inhale yourself back to center. Hips stay back. Look at your toes. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, twist to the left. So you can adjust yourself. I sometimes don't catch my knee in the right place. So I press a little bit so that my elbow hooks in the right place for me to get a nice twist where it feels good. Inhale if you want to, and open your arms. You can stay in this twist. Still shift your weight to the left foot. Begin to lift the right foot up. Extend it out into our warrior three. We're here for a breath. Inhaling for one. Exhaling for one. Step that right foot back. Now we're in this twisted lunge. Your arms are open or hands at heart center like mine. I'm going to yawn my arms open just at the end and then inhale myself into a high lunge. Exhale, ground. Inhale, we're turning into a warrior one. Oh, sorry, we were in a high lunge. Now we're turning into a warrior one. So the back heel comes down, stays at a slight angle. Hips re-square to the front of the mat. Left knee's over that left ankle. Arms are up to the sky. One breath here. And exhale. Release your hands behind you. Make a fist, clasping them together. Inhale, press that fist down. Lift that chest up to the sky. You might need to extend your base. Exhale, forward fold, taking your left shoulder inside of your left knee, squeezing that left knee in toward the shoulder. Fists come over the head. Try to drop those hips if you can. And exhale. On the inhale, release your hands either side of that left foot, lifting the back right heel off the ground. You're in your low lunge. Hands are planted. Inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Rotate onto the blade of the right foot. Step the left foot on top of the right. You're in side plank. You are doing it. You can take any leg variation you want to if you want one. Lift those hips up to the sky. On your inhale, sweep the left arm over that left ear. Exhale, release the left hand to the ground, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low plank. Make sure you shift your body weight forward. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take one breath here. Inhaling for one. Exhaling for one. But let's take one more breath. Inhale for another, two. Walk your dog out if it feels good. Exhale for two. On your next inhale, we're going to practice Kundalini if you want to. So if not, you're just going to take some knee taps to your leg. So inhale your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee. You're either tapping that right knee to your upper right arm, or you're shifting your weight forward, taking Chaturanga in the arms, and resting that right leg on top of that right arm. You can shift your body weight forward, extend through that right leg. I'm up against a wall, it's a little challenging. And maybe lifting that left leg off the ground. Come back through three-legged dog. Release back into your downward facing dog. And from here, all we're doing is taking a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Same thing, we're practicing our Kundalini. So if you shift forward and all you can do is rest that left leg on top of that left arm, that's great. Perfect place to practice. If what you want to do is extend that leg, but keeping that right knee or right ball of the foot on the ground, stay there. This is your time to practice that Kundalini. So we're inhaling, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, either tap the left foot to the left arm, excuse me, or shifting forward, lifting that right leg up, shifting the weight, release back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, releasing that left leg down into downward facing dog, coming through your vinyasa. So Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, you're looking to the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Step foot or hop yourself forward. We're coming into Padangusthasana. So taking your big two-piece fingers to your big toes. Feet are hip width distance apart. Nice deep bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, shoulders down the back, crown of the head extends in this nice forward fold or halfway lift. Exhale, then we forward fold. Shoulders are still down the back. Inhaling and exhaling, trying to keep that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale for one. And exhale, head is dangling. From here, let's take a little bit of a balance challenge. So release your right hand down to the ground, inhaling into kind of that halfway lift, keeping your two-piece fingers to your left big toe. We're going to shift our weight to the right side, bending our hips back and down a little bit, keeping that spine long, shoulders down the back. We're slowly pressing through that left foot. Release it if this is too much for you, but if you can, go ahead and keep a hold of that left big toe as you come up to a standing position. We're coming into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana and A, and then we'll try and open it up to B if you want to. But you're here, or you can release and just take your left hand to your left knee. I challenge you, though, to stay with that left big toe held in your two-piece fingers. And if this is where you stay, great. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. Possibly extending your left leg out. If you extend that left leg, left shoulder pulls back, left hip pulls back, trying not to back bend. If you want to, go ahead and open it up on the inhale, coming into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B. Foot is flexed. And exhale. Final breath, inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, if you opened up, go ahead and sweep your leg and your arm back to center. Release your knee. Meeting anybody who stayed there, we're going to keep our left leg lifted. Release our left knee to meet our right knee, keeping that back foot up near our buttocks. Arms are up to the sky. Backstroke. So open your palm out to the wall, out to the far wall. Release your hand back to grab your left foot. We're coming into Natarajasana, dancer's pose. Inhale, lengthen, stretch through the spine. Use that right arm to lift yourself up. Exhale, press that left foot into the left hand. You can take Anjanasana or, oh my gosh, I can't remember the hand position, but you can take your index finger to your big thumb if you'd like to take a hand position. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. And exhale. Slowly inhale it back up. Right knee and left knee come back together. Right arm's extending. Bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to exhale ourselves into warrior three. Just for a minute. And then bringing ourselves back. Knee bent, so your left foot hasn't touched the ground again. Try to grab that left toe again in the two-piece fingers. We're going to come back down the way we came up. So really, we're practicing for eventually, maybe, taking a birds of paradise balance. But you're slowly bending through that right leg, coming back down into this forward fold, this halfway lift forward fold. What we're going to do is take Padahastasana, so bend through the knees. Soles of the feet come to the palms of the hands. So it's like you're stepping on your hands. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, shoulders down the back, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. So from here, we are almost done. This has been a very dynamic practice. So we've got one more breath here in Padahastasana. Inhaling for one. And exhaling for one. Press those sitting bones up, not the knees back. Go ahead and inhale yourself to that halfway lift. This time we're taking the right big toe in the two-piece fingers. So shifting your weight to that left foot, taking that bend in the knee. Might want to inhale and lengthen the spine, and slowly you're bending the right knee and coming up into your standing position, holding that big toe, shoulders down the back. And you know what to do because we've done this on the other side. So take whatever variation you are comfortable with, but if you're coming with me, inhaling the left arm up to the sky, possibly extending the right leg out. Exhale the ground. Inhale for one, just one here, unless you're going to stay here. Exhale. If you're opening up, you're opening that right leg like a gate, opening the left arm, possibly taking your gaze over to the left side. If you fall out, you fall out. It's normal. It's natural. We've got one more breath here. Inhaling for one. Exhaling for one. Inhale yourself back to center if you came up. Go ahead and release the bend in the right knee if you were extended. Release the big toe. Remember, we're coming into Nadarajasana, dancer. So right knee comes to meet your left. Both arms are up. Twist the right palm out to the right wall this time. And then backstroke it to grasp the inside of your right foot. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, press into that right foot into right hand. Balancing, lifting that thigh, trying to keep the hips square. We've got 2 more breaths here. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. You can always use a block. You could have a block right here. Inhaling for 2. You could be holding the wall. Exhale for 2. Slowly inhaling yourself, lifting yourself back. Knees come to touch. Bring your right arm up. Exhale it to heart center. Exhale, bring your knee back into the center. Grabbing the big toe with the 2-piece fingers, or again, with your right hand. We're slowly shifting ourselves down through this balance so that we can place that right foot back down on the ground. If you did that, that was awesome, because that takes a lot of balance. If you did any part of that, you were awesome. So from here, we're taking it into a quick malasana or a crow. So if you're taking malasana, the feet come wide, hips extend back and down, elbows to the insides of the knees. If you're taking crow, you're bringing your toes together, planting your hands, lifting your heels off the ground. Knees come as close to your armpits as possible, and you're shifting forward, lifting one foot or both feet up to your bottom. We've got 1 more breath here. And on your exhale, shoot yourself back if you're ready for that, or step yourself back. If you're in Malasana, go ahead and step yourself back. We're coming through our Vinyasa. So high plank to low plank. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. From here, just a couple more poses and we're done. So we're dropping our knees. We're coming into Ustrasana, trying to get our back bends in. Just one quick Ustrasana, pressing the fists of your hands into your lower back or the heels of your hands. Inhale to lift the chest, pressing the tailbone down. Inhaling to lengthen the upper spine. Exhale, come back. Keep those hips over those knees. Release your hands if you want to, but make sure the hips stay over the knees. And exhale. Inhale for 1. Last one. Exhale. On your inhale, take your hands back to your back if you released, coming back into your kneeling position. Exhale into Vajrasana, just one breath here, hands on the thighs, hips on the heels. Inhaling and exhaling. Shift your hips either side of your heels, it doesn't matter. Extend your legs out. Inhale, arms up, coming into Paschimottanasana. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees if you need to. Grab the soles of the feet with your hands, bringing the pinky toes back so the feet are evenly flexed. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, one last breath here. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Soles of the feet come down to the mat. We're rolling ourselves back, so grab the moon. Let it pull against you as you slowly roll yourself back down, back, back, back. Resisting, slowly, belly presses into the mat. And from here, we're taking one very quick bridge or wheel. So set yourself up quickly because we are out of time. We are pressing our heels into the ground. If you're coming into, excuse me, either one, you are walking your heels up to touch the ends of your fingers, ends of your middle finger. Get yourself comfortable. If you're pressing up into bridge, you're staying here, and all you're doing is you're lifting the hips up on the inhale. You might want to clasp your hands under and work your shoulders under. If you're coming with me, I'm going to do a very quick wheel. So get yourself started. And on your next inhale, slowly press through those heels. Use those thighs, use that core, and extend your hips up. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Slowly releasing the waist as slowly as you came in. Tuck the chin under. Lowering upper back, middle back, lower back. Once you've released all the way down, you're taking your knees into your chest. Might want to rock side to side. From here, we're going to take a simple supine twist. If you want to take an inversion, go ahead and toss one in here, but we are out of time, so we're going to wrap this up. Extending the left leg out, rotating the right leg, bent knee, over that left leg. You might want to lift the hips and adjust them to the right side a little bit. Extending the right arm out, either cactus or fully extended. We're just here for one more breath. Bringing that right knee back into the chest, extending the right leg out, bringing the left knee into the chest, re-square those hips if you need to, extending the left arm out, rotating the left knee over to the right side, shifting those hips toward the left if it feels good. Just here for one more breath. And exhale. Bringing that left knee back to center. You're going to extend that left leg long, coming into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So do anything you need to do to make yourself comfortable. Make sure you're not holding any tension. You can give yourself a nice little wiggle. Take a nice cleansing breath to finally release the control of the breath and let your body breathe for you if that feels good. Open the mouth to exhale. And breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We are relaxing. Take this time to help your body learn to relax on command. Take a quick minute just to scan through your body, making sure you're not holding any tension, working yourself all the way from the toes, up the legs, up the torso, from the hips, through the belly and the chest, up the arms, from the fingers to the lower to the upper arms, the shoulders, the collarbone, the neck, the spine, from the tailbone all the way up to the cervical spine right below your skull. Making sure you check that there's no tension in your jaw, your cheekbones, your eyebrows, your forehead, or any of the tiny muscles. And from here, as you continue to melt into the mat and relax your body, I just want you to pay attention to the way your breath feels So the sensation, the feeling, as it goes in through your nose, and when you exhale, the breath leaves through your nose. So continuing to relax, but paying attention to that feeling as you inhale and your breath moves into your body, and you exhale as the breath leaves just that final few centimeters of your body. If you want to stay here, go ahead and stay here. Turn me off. You know what to do. If you're ready to start moving, go ahead and move your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your ankles. You might want to take a nice good morning stretch, lifting your hands over your head. If it feels good, take a nice tuck, grabbing your knees with your arms. Roll to the right or the left, whatever feels better today. Take a breath on your side. And then on your next inhale, use your arms to press yourself up to a nice seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting your hands, thumb knuckles come to the forehead. Exhale, fold yourself over your body. Take a minute to open your eyes. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. That's the hardest part, is just getting here. Thank your body for the work that it just did. Hopefully you have energized it and it is ready to start the weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. And we will be back on a somewhat more regular schedule for Monday. We'll have a longer practice and hopefully I will see you then. Have a great weekend.